So Putnam County is about to change whether the locals wanted to or not. You're already seeing it. Investors are watching us. Developers are moving in. And this could mean a lot of things for the people of Putnam County and how this is going to affect us for good and, maybe not something you're so excited about. But let's dive into what that actually means. So before we talk about where Putnam County is headed, we need to talk about where Putnam County has been. So in the 1800s, there was a fire in Palatka. It wiped our downtown out. During that time, transportation and industries changed, and that took a lot of the business from Palatka and moved it back up to Jacksonville. But that doesn't mean that the things that made Palatka left. So we still have the St. John's. We're still centrally located between all bigger markets. So I would like to say, rather than Palatka just getting their first big boom, this is going to be something that Palatka already has history of, as far as, getting more growth, more development, more people with eyes on us, because we do have all the elements of a town that make it naturally a nice town. We have a river, we have the ravines, we have, Rodman Dam. We have a lot of different options here in Palatka, Putnam County, that can make us a great area. Investors aren't going somewhere where it has nothing. We still have all the makings of a really good area. So investors have their eye on us due to that reason, and I would say that plays a large part in why we're being looked at right now. So the question isn't whether Palatka can grow, it's how will it grow and how will that affect the people in Palatka. So something that we're seeing happen is Alachua and St. Johns County, they're starting to kind of overflow. So with those overflowing, naturally they're spilling into what's the central part of that, and that central part is none other than Putnam County. So we're seeing new housing developments going up. We're seeing investors eyeball us because we're the next opportunity for growth. We still have areas with lots of land. Land is something they're not making any more of. So if someone is able to come here and get affordable housing with land, that's still something that's very desirable. And we happen to have that right here in Putnam County. So if you're local, you've already seen things like new schools going up, new housing popping up, but you've also seen things like new businesses, Chick-fil-A, Wingstop, and I know you've heard about Chipotle coming into town. So those are just a couple things that already have started the process of coming to our area. Now, something that most people do know and understand is that once we have a big development looking in our area, it usually goes right along with the next thing. That's kind of the starting point. We're not going to wake up tomorrow and be the next St. Johns County. We're not going to be overwhelmed with just so much growth that we can't breathe. I don't foresee that happening in the next 2 years. But what I do see happening is a lot of businesses coming into our area and us seeing a drastically different Putnam County, Palatka, than what we've seen over the last lifespan of however old you are. So I would expect that we are going to have a lot more shopping options. We're going to have a lot more food options. We're going to have a lot more housing opportunities. And because of that, it will feel like Putnam County is changing. But even though we are changing, we are still going to be Putnam County, and I don't think the locals are going to let that just go away. I think we will always remain Putnam County for the foreseeable future, and as far as having that small town feel and having the ability to know your neighbor and be friends with whoever you go to town and you run into in Walmart. But I do think that over the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to be looking at a drastically different Palatka, and that's going to bring opportunities that we haven't had before, and that may be scary for a lot of people, but it's also going to be really great for a lot of people as far as the opportunities they're going to be handed. Personally, I do think Putnam County is going to be the next place to boom. I don't foresee, again, it turning into a huge place overnight, but I do foresee some great opportunities coming here. I think it's going to be extremely scary for the locals, a lot of locals. I think we're probably going to have a 70-30 mixture view on whether this is good or bad for the people who already live here. But I do think that Palatka and Putnam County as a whole does have all the things naturally to be a big, nice, booming area. So with the St. John's, with all of our commercial properties, especially the restaurants and then the places down in Georgetown on the water where you can enjoy the river. I think that brings a lot of opportunity here as far as growing the areas within Putnam County. So here's what I want to know. What do y'all think about the growth here in Putnam County? Are we going to be the next big place to boom? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it though. So like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you're actually thinking and how this is going to affect you, whether you're here now or this is somewhere that you've maybe had your eyes on. Talk to y'all later.